Hey everybody, welcome to my car. My name is Becky. I am so excited that you're here today. Well, it is Friday afternoon. I'm getting ready to head home shortly from work. I just wanted to pop in here and do a quick intro because this might be my only chance to do so. I told you that David had to have surgery. He's doing really well. Everything went exactly how we prayed for it to go. He has had no pain, no nerve blocker, no pain medicine, nothing. He's doing great, but he has to be home to elevate his arm and to rest. And so he's going to be home all weekend. I don't know what or if I'm going to get anything done this weekend, but I thought what I would do is just do a generic intro. And then if something happens, if I can do something, if I can film something, if I come up with something, I'll just turn the camera on and I will do a voiceover. So I guess I don't have anything to tell you that I'm going to do. You're going to find out when I find out. But I thought that I would go ahead and get this out of the way so that if, I decide to hang that wallpaper in the kitchen, I'll just turn the camera on and go to town. So we're just going to leave it at that, and hopefully I will have a video preceding this intro and we'll have lots of fun things to do. Well, good news everybody, we have a video. we got things done. We got had some projects and some things happening this weekend, so I wanted to make sure that I shared it all with you. At this point, David has been home since Wednesday. This is Saturday morning, and I took Wednesday off because that was the day of his surgery. And then Thursday, of course, I don't work on Thursday anyway, so I actually had the house pretty clean. I spent all day Thursday cleaning pretty heavily, so the house was pretty much done with the exception of a few things. But this is Friday's dishes, and right now you're looking at Saturday morning. I normally do my dishes right after dinner, but I'm gonna tell you, this was one of the longest weeks of my life, and by Friday afternoon I was done and I just did not feel like doing dishes, so I put them all in the sink and I left them for the next day. So the idea was for me to get up and start wallpapering this kitchen, but this had to be done first because I had left them from the night before, but they weren't too bad. I mean, I use my dishwasher. I swore if I ever got a dishwasher, I would never hand wash another dish in my life. Our first home was a mobile home, and it did not have a dishwasher, and I still have dreams of washing dishes in that mobile home. I was young and I let them get out of hand, and plus growing up I was the baby, and when my mom would cook, the baby always had to wash the dishes after the family, so dishwashing is not my thing. So I love my dishwasher, let me tell you, I put it to use. But before we can start hanging this glorious wallpaper, I've got to clean up a little bit. Now, you may not have seen the previous video that I put out. I bought some amazing vintage inspired sunflowery, wildflowery wallpaper, and I wallpapered one wall in my bathroom, and it was so glorious and so beautiful, and I had so much left over that I thought that I would try to wallpaper the backsplash in my kitchen, which is what I'm doing today. And as a spoiler alert, I will tell you, I did not have enough to do the whole backsplash because wallpaper requires so much of an excess amount to make sure that the pieces match up to each other. I didn't have enough, so I had to order some more. Today is Thursday of the following week, and I'm going to finish putting that up today. Probably not going to film it because you've already watched me put wallpaper up 2 videos in a row. But I will show you the finished product of what it looked like. Now, this first piece I ended up taking down because my X-Acto knife got really gummy and sticky from the peel and stick, and it didn't cut it as straight as I would have liked. So I ended up starting over and doing it better. So you can see down at the bottom where my wallpaper got kind of jagged at the bottom, and that's because my X-Acto knife got gummy. The peeling stick just kind of grabs onto it. But I also, at this point, after doing that first piece, David came out and said, hey, do you want to go to the antique store? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna walk away from this for a few minutes, but we're gonna share the antique store later. Right now I'm just gonna deal with one thing at a time. But this is the replaced piece of wallpaper panel. You know, that one that you're looking at now is the one that I replaced it with, so that one's right. The other one came down. So I'm just kind of working my way around and starting from the right to the left. I don't know if I should have, I don't know how I feel about how it kind of abruptly stops there underneath the cabinet, but I didn't know of any other way to do it, and I don't know that it would be appropriate to put a little piece of, molding there. I don't think that would be appropriate. I'm happy. I'm a happy girl. I love it. I know you're going to be so tired of me saying how much I love this wallpaper. I said it probably 50 times in the last video, but it just brings me joy. That's all I can tell y'all. So I'm just putting stuff back. I didn't change anything up. Everything just went back exactly how I had it before. And I think it adds a little bit of interest and fun to my kitchen. I think the only time that I may not like it is at Christmas time. I may be have a little bit of OCD with the oranges and the reds going together, but the rest of the year I'm going to be enjoying it, so I guess it's okay. These little slivers here underneath the window leading up to the bottom of the sink, I know they're really small, but it wasted so much paper because you have to match them up, so I just underestimated how much it was going to take to do this small section of my house. But I also was thinking about doing the wall behind my bathroom in my master bathroom. I may end up doing that too. Not right now, because this wallpapering is hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. This job right here was 10 times as hard as the accent wall in my guest bathroom, even though it was a lot smaller. And you would think with such small areas that you wouldn't have to worry about it, but you're gonna see an abrupt outfit change here in a minute, because I got hot. I had to pull my hair back. I got aggravated, and I'll tell you where it all went downhill here in just a minute. Right now, things are going pretty smoothly, and I'm thinking, this is going to be easy. I got this. Well, let me tell y'all, everything was fine until here we go. We're going here in the corner. Now, if you'll notice, my short little arms and my short little stubby legs will barely reach the corner of this countertop to even wipe it. Now, how do you think I'm supposed to get back there to hang wallpaper? I mean, you're going to see, at one point I'm look, I'm laying on top of here comes the outfit change. So I got it about an hour later. I got that corner done. But when I tell you that I almost lost my mind putting that corner up, I am not exaggerating. It was so stressful. The wallpaper was stuck in my hair. I could not reach it. No position that I got into would work. It was a nightmare. And I still have another corner to go. I've got the one over on the left. That's what I'm going to do today. So I am trying to work out in my mind a simpler way to do that. But because I've already started, I don't know. My friend said maybe I should have started at the corner, but I don't know how I'm going to match it up when I get back over here. But you can see I only got half the kitchen done with what I had left over from the bathroom. So I ordered another one of those $10 rolls, and y'all know I didn't measure to see if it was going to be enough, but I'm just, hoping and praying that $10 roll is going to be enough to finish the kitchen. And I'm just putting everything back exactly how I had it. And it's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? I love it so much. I feel like I am so bad at voiceovers. I really don't enjoy doing them. I would much rather talk to you directly and tell you what I'm doing, because I get excited and I tell, like, my mouth goes faster than my brain, and I'm telling you, hey, I just put everything back together the way I had it, and now you're watching 5 minutes of footage of me doing that after I've already told you that that's what I'm doing. I think I would be a really bad voice actress, because I don't think my words would ever match up to what's on the screen. I ended up taking that greenery down. I don't know, you tell me if you like it or not, but I felt like it was just a little bit too much. I have to be really careful about what I put up here now, because it can get busy pretty fast now with all of this action going on in the background. But I don't care, it's worth it. It's worth it. I took the greenery down. It seemed to calm it down just a little bit. I don't think it was absolutely needed. And then, aren't those, my canisters, just glorious up there? Aren't they beautiful? I could just look at it all day. I can't wait to finish it. I hope and pray that today goes smoother. I'll put a little clip at the end and let you see what it looks like all finished. Lord willing, I'm telling you that with that corner, it got to the point where I was just ready to take the whole project down, because I could not get it. And I'm not going to do it if I can't do it right. And it would have been so messy had I not spent so much time trying to get it right. Now, what I'm telling you here is that these glorious curtains that I just made and just hung up are not going to match anymore. David said he liked them, but I think even I have to draw the line somewhere. I think they're just too much. So I'm going to have to take those down and put my beige ones back up. And we'll do that a little bit later in the video, because we've got all weekend. This is just Saturday right now. So this is what it looks like, half of it anyway. Just imagine what the rest will look like. Or you don't have to imagine. I will put a little clip at the end of this video, Lord willing, if I can get it done without ripping the rest of it down. I'm going to do that today. And there's my kitchen. My groovy kitchen. So the next thing we're going to do, I told you that David wanted to get out and go to the antique store. We didn't go far. We just kind of stayed close to home. He just, like I said, he's been in the house at this point since Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 4 days he's been in the house, and he just wanted to get out and spread his wings a little bit, stretch his legs. So that's what we did. We just walked around and just looked around. Now, a friend of mine called me as we were getting ready to walk out the door, and she said there's a yard sale not too far from your house if you guys are interested. They had some older stuff. So we did go to a yard sale. We did that first, and then we went antiquing. And I'll show you at the end of this our little haul, and it was very small, but isn't that cute? Look at that. So cute. This is a cool antique store. It is so well curated, and each of the vendors just it's just like a work of art. You could walk around and look for hours at all their displays and everything. They just spend so much time putting everything together. You can tell they truly care about their little booth. It's not just thrown together. And the owner has her little booth, and she's always got something new and exciting to look at. Now, full disclosure, I'm going to put a little bit of Goodwill footage in here. We did not go to the Goodwill, but it was on my phone, and I wanted to get it off, so I did add it in towards the end. Just so you know, we only went to the antique store today and came back home, because right after, it didn't take long before he was just like, okay, I'm ready to go back now. He just needed a minute. He just needed some sunshine and just to have a different environment than the four walls in our living room, So we got a sandwich from Jersey Mike's, came home and everybody was happy. I did buy one thing today, and I'll show you that in just a few minutes because we're going to do a quick little haul. And I also have some friend mail that I want to share with you. And I got a couple of things for free at the yard sale. So I want to share that with you in just a minute. You're getting, isn't it beautiful in there? I mean, I cannot get over how beautiful this antique store is. So when you see a ghost, okay, this is Goodwill. This is just some old footage that I just wanted to add in because I wanted to get it off my phone. And then I thought this was so cute. This is for all my chicken tenders out there. And then I saw some Fiesta ware for 99¢. That is a steal of a deal. And then I think this was it. Was this little sunflower bowl. I didn't buy anything, but I always think of you guys when I'm out shopping and antiquing. So, all right. So we're going to do our haul. The first thing we're going to do is open some friend mail. And my friend Julia and her husband Ken, I always like to say they're my grandparents that I have never met from across the country because they're always checking in on me. They sent me this beautiful handkerchief that belonged to Julia's grandmother that will be the absolute perfect addition to my Valentine's Day tier tray. The hearts around the corner are everything, and I absolutely love this handkerchief. I can't wait until next February when I can display it. Thank you so much, Ken and Julia. I love the handkerchief, and I love you guys too. And this is from Dusty. Now, I have told you about Dusty. Dusty has a YouTube channel. She has an eBay, I believe, and she has an Instagram. She does some reselling. She sent me 2 beautiful owls to add to my collection. This one's kind of like pewter metal. And the other one, I believe, is maybe stone or something. I don't know that it's stone or glass, but it's kind of heavy, but not as heavy as stone. Anyway, I found the perfect place for them. And then this is what I bought myself today. Now, I do not normally spend more than $10 on salt and pepper shakers. But this set, it got me. And I guess I needed a pick-me-up after this long, grueling week. And so I spent $23 on this salt and pepper shaker set. And isn't it cute? Now, if you like this as much as I do, there is one right now, I saw it this morning, on eBay for $19.99 with free shipping. So the only difference in mine and the one that I saw on eBay, turn it upside down. There you go. The one that I saw on eBay, I think one of the birds is maybe a different color. But if you're interested, it's there. I saw it this morning. That was free. I just picked it up on the free shelf. And then these were free from the yard sale. And I just use those, like if I've got a piece of art that's a little smaller than I would like, I like to put those frames around it to make it just a little more important, if that makes sense. But if you're interested in the salt and pepper shakers and you go on eBay, I just searched vintage Japan salt and pepper shakers. That's all I used as the search engine, and it popped up eventually. I went through a few pages of them. I'm not sure how quickly they came up, but they're there if you like them. If you want to put the work in to find them. And then there's my 2 new owls in my collection. Aren't they beautiful? Thank you, Dusty. You are such a treasure. And I told you guys I'm going to start moving my salt and peppers over to these shelves because I'm running out of room. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change out that curtain for the beige one. Now, that's the same beige one that I had up there before. It is boring and bland and all those things. It also is it has grommets, and it's not really ideal for the type of curtain rod holder that I have. So I went to Hobby Lobby Friday after work, and I got a few flowers for Lily's wedding centerpieces. And while I was there, I picked up a few things because in my guest bathroom, there is an empty space on the countertop that is bothering me. And I wanted to put something there. I don't like a lot of clutter. So, you know, Summer uses this bathroom, and of course, she has a lot of stuff that she uses to get ready with, and makeup and hair products and everything. And I guess I could set it up to be functional, but because it's right when you walk in my house, it's right there, the door's normally open. I don't know, I just don't want it real cluttered with stuff. So I just wanted something, a pretty, to be there. So I picked up those little flowers from Hobby Lobby, and that little vase was on clearance for $5, and that little wooden stand was $12.99. Now it was not on sale. I paid full price for that, but I still thought it was a good price. I picked up some candles for the candlesticks that Dusty sent me, thinking that maybe I could use them there, but they weren't working. I moved this bathroom around probably 15 times, and I just kept I kept the process in, so you can kind of see what I was doing, trying to see what looked nice, what was not too busy, and I'll show you in the end what it, you know, the final decision that I made. But I've never been truly happy with this bathroom. Now the wallpaper I'm happy with now. Remember, I LOVE it, but try not to say how much I love it 50 times again. But I just changed it around. This is how it looks. This is the final product of it, and I guess it's okay. I really like this side over here with the little picture and all that. The other side was the side that I was trying to fix, but it's okay. It's all right. And then I really wanted to put those candlesticks that Dusty gave me up somewhere. I initially thought they might look nice up here, but I thought it was just a little bit too much, and David is way too close to this shelf when he gets ready, and I figured that they would come tumbling down. So I picked a different spot. I just put everything back the way that I had it right here. I'm just putting everything back the way that I had it, and then I chose to put them over here, right there, right behind my toilet. And I don't think he'll knock those over there. Now, okay, so this is Sunday, and after church, and do you remember these curtains that I got from the Goodwill? They were $1.99 a panel, and I got 2 of them. I decided that I was going to take them and make an apron out of them. Now, I initially was going to make 2 aprons, but you'll see plans changed just a little bit. Now, the bottom part of the apron, that was easy. I had some scrap fabric from 5 other projects that I've done, and then I had the curtains. The curtains were kind of already in the shape of the bottom of the apron already at the bottom, so all I had to do was just trim the top up and then add all the embellishments. That roller was not working. I had to get another one. Now, I went to Hobby Lobby to look for a pattern to make this apron. I did not plan on going in this just by flying off the seat of my pants. I planned on having a pattern, but so they had these that were vintage inspired, and they were so cool, and I found one that I liked, and I looked at the price, and when I tell you that they were $30, I am not kidding. Even the lady at the Hobby Lobby, I was standing there and I said, $30? She says, honey, I know. I remember the days of going with my mom to Joann's for hours. We sat there for hours while she sifted through patterns that were 99¢. I could not believe that a pattern is so expensive now. It just blew my mind. So I thought, well, it's just an apron. I could probably figure this out myself. And initially, all I had planned on doing was just doing the bottom apron, that just ties around your waist. And it really was pretty simple. It came together fast, easy, no problems at all. I added some little pockets. I added that gold material that I'm working with right now was some that I got at the antique store the other day, and I've used it for several other projects, and it just matched perfectly. And it was a cute, precious little project that sewed right up. Now, I do want to emphasize here to you that I'm not filming this as a tutorial. because number one, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I'm measuring my body as I cut it out. I'm not telling you this is how you make an apron because I figured it out as I went. This is not a tutorial. This is just to inspire you that if you're at the thrift store or antique store and you see a piece of fabric that you just love and you want to repurpose it, this is an idea. So I'm not giving instructions on how to make an apron because Lord knows I don't, it was me just figuring it out as I go. So quick little Swiss roll snack there, and it is done. But Becky, of course, can't be happy, can't be satisfied. I had this other panel. What can I do with it? Now, I was going to make a second apron, like I said, but then when I saw those tie backs, I thought that would be a perfect little apron strap to go over your arms. Now, it won't fit me anymore because I'm much larger. So I thought, well, what I'll do is I will make Lily a cute little housewife apron, as a housewarming for her new place. So she happened to be there and I was able to kind of measure things up to her. Now, this is where things started going not awry because it all came together okay, but I had to re-sew and sew and pull things out and just make changes. But this is the end result. I don't necessarily like all the ruffles on the top, but they were part of the curtain originally, so I just kept them on there. But this is her modeling for you, her little apron. And it fits her perfect. I looked like a big daffodil. So it was more suited for her. So this is Sunday, winding down Sunday afternoon dinner. We have had an eventful weekend. Lots of fun things that we did. David was feeling great. I told you guys he's not had any pain or discomfort. It's just been such a blessing. Dinner was some stir-fried chicken. I put some cabbage, shredded cabbage, some red peppers, some green onions, some Kikkomans based in glaze, and some water chestnuts, and just served it over white rice. Oh, and I topped it with those crunchy noodles, and that was dinner. But that's it. I'm going to add in at the end what the kitchen looks like, Lord willing, and then I will pop in to say my goodbyes to you. Hey everybody, I'm just popping in real quick to show you what the kitchen looks like. You'll be happy to know that the other corner went much easier for me. It's all done. I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to start on this end even though you just saw this and you already know what it looks like, and we're just going to move our way slowly around the kitchen so you can kind of see how it all looks. This, if you look really closely, you can not only see blood, sweat, but you'll also see some tears back in that corner, and we're just going to leave that there because we're not gonna dredge that back up again. I did change a few things around. I took the plate that Miss Dale sent me and I put it back over in my little amber glass shelf, and then I moved this one from over here on the left, and I just think the colors match better. There was something about the oranges, they were just not meshing, so this looks better over here and that plate looks better over there. And then when I came here behind my stove, I just brought the paper down just a little lower, so if you get real close you won't see any painted wall left. Plus the good thing is that I was able to clean behind my stove, which does not get done often enough. And then I brought this plate over here and added it, and I think it just shines more in this corner than the shelf that I had on. I had it over with my amber glass, so it looks really cute here, I think. And I did switch out my little hand towel because I think it just needed something just a little more neutral than what I had. And then you'll notice that over here I just stopped. Not only is that where the paper stopped, but that's kind of how it began, kind of abruptly, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's not bothering me. I don't think it looks terrible, and it's probably not the correct way to do it in the wallpaper handbook of life, but it's okay. I don't, it's not bothering me. So, but for now, this is what my kitchen looks like. I'm thrilled with how it looks. I'm so glad I don't have to do this again. It took way too long and it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Thank the Lord it's done, and I just love how it looks. I also probably should mention that I did have to order another roll, so I would have been probably better off to have ordered the larger roll to do the kitchen, but I was thinking I'd be able to get by with the smaller one, but I couldn't, so I had to order 2 of the $10 rolls, plus what was left over from the other project. So it took quite a bit of paper to do this small part of my kitchen, and it's because of all of the excess. That's why it takes so much. So if you do this project, that's the one thing I can tell you is order extra. Now this wallpaper came from Amazon and it shipped really quickly. So yesterday I ran out of paper. Today when I got off work, there was more sitting on my porch. So it gets to you really quick if you happen to do this project. But that's all that I have for you for today. Thank you guys so much for spending the weekend with me. We had our ups, we had our downs, we had our trials, we had our tribulations, but in the end, the kitchen's done. I'm a happy girl. And until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.